Hey guys, it's ViewMasters Reactions, and we're back with another trailer reaction. This one for a show that is exclusive over on Patreon. There's a tier level over there where you could request me to watch any show you want, and by request I mean I am forced to watch it. There is hundreds of shows over there, I kid you not, probably dozens a month. I try to edit up the ones I can, throw them up on YouTube. There's just way too many, and I'm one person, I can't handle it all. So from now on, I'm gonna do the trailer reactions of the shows that are starting over there. By the time you see them, Peaky Blinders, I looked up, was only 6 episodes a season, so it's a short season. By the time I get this out, we'll probably already be halfway through season 1. I've never seen it before. I don't know anything about it other than I know Tom Hardy's in it, and I know this guy, assuming by the look of it, that's Cillian Murphy. I don't know how the pronunciation is. I've always called him Cillian Murphy, but I've heard some people say Cillian. It's Cillan, or maybe there's an I in there too somewhere at the end. Either way, Cillian Murphy is what I've called him. I love him. I think he's amazing. He's in a lot of Christopher Nolan films. We got the Batman movies. There are many others. I love him in everything he's been in. So let's just jump in. One of my good friends, Neil, is the reason we're watching this amazing show. I've been wanting to jump into this show forever. He subscribed over on Patreon, so now here we are. We're jumping in. You guys want to see more of what I do? Full unedited episodes, all the shows on the channel. Seasons ahead of what you're seeing, hundreds of exclusives you only see on Patreon. The link is at the end. If the link doesn't work, in the description below is a link to Patreon. You'll see all the shows like Peaky Blinders. We just started Doctor Who, Person of Interest, Legend of Korra, Legend of Vox Machina, The Last of Us, 6 Feet Under. There's so many shows. Go check it out. Hundreds of movies, all in full, unedited. If not, the trailer for Season 1, Peaky Blinders.
It's delicate, Mr. Shelby. Concerns the factory down the road at the BSA. Rumors get started.
Rumors that there was a robbery.
A robbery?
What?
Speak. I asked my men to steal me 4 bikes with petrol engines. They picked up the wrong fucking crate.
Ah.
So that's why they sent a copper from Belfast.
Maybe, maybe not.
Thomas,
Oh!
You're a bookmaker, a robber, a fighting man. You're not a fool. You sell those things to anyone, you will hang.
Crown of a prince.
Razor blades in the hat.
Going to be king, I'd bet.
Look at that. Use it as a weapon. Yeah, God, it ripped his friggin' eye out of it.
Now, and it's them that's in the book. Police are attacking your bookies and taking your money. The men can't control them. You need help. We have connections.
Old school gangsters, love it. Very.
Those of you who have taken their bribes these years since the war. Those of you who look the other way.
Sam Neill,
you
love it.
are worse than them.
Anyway, we're Peaky Blinders. We're not scared of coppers.
My job to decapitate each one, and by God, I will do it.
We will take them before last night's beer. Every gun, every bullet will be brought to me for inspection.
Raise a hand, all those who want to strike.
This shit looks crazy. Love it. What are they gonna have? Like gangs in New York?
Shelby.
Thomas Shelby.
Never heard of him.
I like that at the end there. The Peaky Blinders was fading in and out. I don't know if it's just in my head, but I had pictured one of those swinging lights where like the lights fade in and out in the alleyways and stuff, old-timey kind of thing. I feel like that's what they were doing, like a fade in and out with the lights. Looks friggin' amazing. Honestly, I already figured so much. I have seen and heard of Peaky Blinders since it started. And Tom Hardy and this dude, Cillian Murphy, whatever his name is, these two dudes, I enjoy quite often and pretty much in everything I've ever seen him in. This reminds me and looks like old school 1920s maybe, kind of like Boardwalk Empire, except this isn't going on where Boardwalk Empire went on. Boardwalk Empire was Atlantic City. I live in Jersey. I spent a good part of my life in Atlantic City, gambling my ass off for many, many years. So I related to a lot of that. And it was also just friggin' phenomenal. Boardwalk Empire. This reminds me of that, but darker. less business oriented, more gang oriented. It looked like we were going full on Gangs of New York style, just going at each other with bats and sticks. And I kind of love that stuff. Like, I love when you don't just go in guns blazing. To me, gunfights happen, obviously, and they're entertaining. Don't get me wrong, in movies like John Wick and stuff, very entertaining gun battles. But I love when you have to rely on your ability to survive. Like, you have to just survive. Maybe they got a bat or a stick or something like that. But for the most part, you got to survive with your fists and your brains and your skills. I love that kind of stuff. Kind of like The Outsiders. Way back when, I had to see that in school. I saw it a couple times since. Pony Boy with Ralph Macchio. All of it looks amazing. Thomas Shelby seems to be him. #1 guy. And it looked like we just had a lot of family dynamic going on, possibly. There's razor blades in their hat. They look like they fight dirty, but it's gangs and criminals, and I'm assuming that's how you have to play with these people. My guess is whatever they do, they gotta do, or the other side is probably twice as dirty. Either way, loving it. Neil, we'll be starting this over on the channel. By the time you guys see this, we'll probably be halfway through season 1 over there. It will not be going up on YouTube anytime soon. That is why I'm doing the trailers. We're doing a bunch of trailers today. Doctor Who, 6 Feet Under, Person of Interest, and The Legend of Korra. You guys want to see all those shows I just mentioned, plus hundreds more, hundreds of movies, full unedited, all over on Patreon. The link is in the description below. If not, comments down below, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.